Yo, it's good. So this is week 2 going out to college campuses to have conversations with people and share the music. Right now my main goal is to create like a moment with somebody that they normally wouldn't have. Everyone's so busy. Everyone's moving at 1,000 miles an hour. We pulled up. It was hot as fuck. It was uncomfortable. I'm marching out there. I'm nervous as hell. I sit down. I set up, and I forgot the chairs, bro. I completely forgot the chairs. I had to go all the way home, pick up the chairs, come back, and we didn't even do it that day. We pushed it back to the next day. It was way too much.
For anybody that feels like you need the latest and greatest, this is tape for like climbers, bro. Like climbers tape. You can see all the times that I've done this. And a fucking board on top of a tripod. This is for the headphones. It's literally for a fucking iPhone. It's good enough though. It's good. It's good. What's going on, man?
Everything, bro.
Want to take a seat? Come on. Sit down with me.
I'm Marcus.
Marcus. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna play some music, just kind of set the tone, and then we'll just have a real conversation after.
All right.
Sounds good? Cool.
How to cope with loss when you too unlocked, and all you see is all the things you never got. All you dream is all the things you never bought. And when I realized tables had no one to cross, I done prayed to God so many times I asked for things that do not fix inside. Curse out the lips, label politics, bank getting tight, patience running thin, text and borrow whips, label meeting trips. Ain't nobody recognize the shit I did.
Marcus, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me about a time, if it is now, that you felt burnt out or overwhelmed?
All the time. We live in a very monumental time in history. There's just so much going on. You know, you always need to be doing more. Like there's always something else that you could be doing.
Your earring,
Yes.
your cross. What does that mean to you?
It means everything to me.
Really?
I would describe myself as a Christian because of how the belief systems that most people attribute to that kind of thing. But I absolutely believe in Christ. I absolutely consider myself a follower of Christ.
Do you ever feel like you've ever had like a spiritual like encounter where you just know the presence is with you?
I do actually, yeah.
I'd love to hear about that.
Honestly, this right here I consider a somewhat spiritual experience. You asked me why I sat down. I didn't even fully read the sign before I decided, like, something just told me, come over here.
Kringe?
Oh, that's a cool ass name.
My name's Kang-Hu.
Kang-Hu.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, bro.
I always see things like this online. They always talk about, have interesting conversation, you know?
I want to ask you a question then to start that interesting conversation. Could you tell me about a time, even if it's right now, where you felt overwhelmed or like burnt out?
I played sports growing up, and it's always like a big idea of greatness.
Yeah.
I want to be great. And for me, I kind of, as I was living in college now, and academically in life, it's kind of not as well defined, you know?
Greatness.
Yeah. Because I remember when I was playing sports, I always had that like fire inside of me, you know?
Yeah.
Things burning. But now that I've been in college, I don't even know. It's hard to find that fire, you know?
You know what? It's crazy that you say that, because for a while, it was like a year, dude. Like I really felt like I didn't have that fire in me, and I was like, maybe I'm just maturing, and maybe that was just like a young thing, but it's not, because I found it again, and I think it took a lot of soul searching, a lot of like, what am I here for?
Yeah, I was listening to a song, and you're talking. There's a bit about faith in there.
Yeah.
And are you, what religion?
In the last year, I would say Christian.
Christian? Okay. How's that like play into your life?
That's what brought me the fire. Because I'll tell you what, I had a TikTok, I blew it up. I had 5 million likes on my page, 230,000 followers. I was moving, I was doing great. And it was self-serving. And the purpose behind it was just, I want to do great things. And it led me down a road of depression and confusion until I reached a point where I was so depressed, I was suicidal. I was like, I can't do it anymore. I gave up, and I just cried out to God, who I didn't really know that well. And I was like, God, I can't do it. I'm done. I'm so done doing it my way. Do whatever you want with my life, because I'm so done. And from that moment on, I seen changes in my life that I could have never done for myself. Well, why do you ask?
Because for me, I pretty recently, like a year and a half ago, started like reconnecting with my faith after like a really dark time.
Okay.
And I just want to see how faith has changed other people's lives. I'm an engineering major, so
Right.
I was kind of in the world of like science, math.
The logistics of everything.
Being in that community, there's like, I mean, at my age back then, there wasn't really a huge space
It's
for
like
God.
evidence-based.
Yeah, because
type thing.
everything's science, math, observation.
Right.
And so I kind of lost my faith, like for a really long time. But
Man, it's so strange because I'm doing this discipleship course and I'm learning about the historical side of the Bible. You know, aside from the spiritual claims, but like the
Yeah.
actual like who was king, who was ruling, what was said, it can help, but that's not what changes your heart. It's a love connection. So if you want someone to love you, you can't explain them into loving you.
yeah,
You walk with them and they learn you and then they love you. If you pray today, God, if I'm supposed to be here or not, let me know. And now you're walking, and 10 minutes later, a stranger touches you and says, hey, I feel like I'm supposed to tell you you're supposed to be here. You'd be like, that's weird. Why would you say that? That's happened to me so countless amount of times. The logistics didn't even matter at that point because I've experienced it in such a way that like you just can't explain it.
Too. I remember I was in a pretty dark time and I cried out. I remember. Even though I didn't believe, I was like, why? Why is this happening? I was in college. I dropped out. Things weren't going well. And I found Christ again, and now I'm back here trying to rebuild my life. You know.
I think there's something very special about honest curiosity where you just find a new level of truth in your heart.
Can you get some love for the camera? Oh, yeah.
For sure, you have a good one.
You too, boss. You the man or woman, whichever, whoever. Cougar. You're the coug. You're the coug. You're the woman. You're the lady. Oh, there you go. Sasha? Oh. No, Sasha, you better watch out.
Yeah, I don't know a lot, I just know I'm not where I like to be, and I ain't slept a lot. And every time I level up, I'm falling back, something I ain't seen. Now I think a lot, how I'll make a move when I don't know what's wrong. And every time I step, I'm where I don't belong. More that I control, more it falls apart. More I try and do, more I end up not. Pray I figure out before them angels knock. Before I turn into somebody they forgot. God don't let me be the one that you forgot.
I like this.
Kathleen, okay.
Nice to meet you.
So if you can, even if it's right now, can you tell me about a time you're like overwhelmed or burnt out, especially like here on campus?
There was a time where like I would like to go out to drink a lot with my friends. I was driving home one day and I popped a tire, but I think there was like a truck driver around there, and I'm so drunk, like there's like ins and outs of like that night.
Yeah.
And I remember that the truck driver, like he helped me, but he made me do a prayer. Yeah, he made me do a prayer.
Okay.
I was like, and I remember the next day that he made me pray, and I was like, wait, did that truck driver make me pray? And he did. And then, but that same night, like I still drove, like my tire got fixed. I drove home, I'm driving home. I popped 2 more tires.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I popped 3 tires that night.
So how do you feel though about him making you pray or asking you to pray?
I mean, I like it because at the time I was still trying to figure out my relationship with God. My friends used to think I was an atheist. And I thought it was funny because I was like, no, like I believe in like an entity. Like there's definitely a source. I just don't know who that is.
The label doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
You just don't know. You're like, I
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
That's why I love my friend group, because we like obviously we had our faces when we would drink, we would party,
Yeah.
but then it got to a point where I think we all collectively kind of agreed like we want to get closer to God.
That's good.
And I guess everyone's at their own pace.
Where do you feel like you're at now?
Oh, I'm way better.
But like
life's
with your
still-
relationship with God,
God?
yeah.
It's way better. It's funny because when I went to Costa Rica, it was a little weird. It was also still a little weird, but then ironically there was like a pastor there at like the pool with my friends. Small world. He started talking us to God, and something that really stuck to me was him saying like, oh, like just think about him like a friend. You know, like a friend, like you can just talk to him, like he won't judge you. And I know sometimes it might be a little hard, or you might be like, damn, like maybe I shouldn't like ask him for help because I haven't been talking to him as much. But
Right.
like he
That's
won't.
that like shame.
Shame, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Last year I really found my faith in a very real way. Before it was always like, please can I get this? Please, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, like can this song blow up? Please let this, like,
Yeah.
it was always that. And sometimes you get things and you're just like, thank you God, that's my relationship, and it's not that.
It's not.
I reached a point where alcohol was bad, I had lost everything. I was like back at zero with everything, my music, financially, my relationship, everything was at zero, and I'm tired. I'm so tired. And I thought I was giving up, but you ever heard people say like surrender?
Yeah.
So I didn't realize I was doing that. And in that moment, like, my life changed, like, forever.
Really?
Yeah.
In what way?
It's like when you get hurt, your instinct is to run to the ER. And, like, there's nothing anyone can say to you. You're like, I'm going to the ER, like, you get hurt seriously. It's the same way spiritually for me now, where it's like I'm hurt and I know who to run to and I know what the answer is. And I'll sit there in prayer, in the Bible, and whatever it is, and I'm whole again.
I haven't really been working just because, like I said, I've been trying to just hire people, like hire. But I've been traveling to try to escape that.
Did it work?
Not really, no. Like I said, because whenever I came back, like my phone was blowing up. I had like over 1,000 messages, man. Within 3 days, 1,000 messages of my team, customers reaching out to me. The traveling did teach me one thing, that I have nothing to complain about living in the U.S.
Right.
Like, I'm over here seeing people getting paid like $100 a month, and to them, like, they're grateful for that.
I think there's something to think about, though, with why somebody who's in a worse position than you can be more grateful than you. That, like, core issue of, like, running, I don't think will go away.
Yeah.
Unless you, like, sit down and really think, like, why can't I find peace? What I'm saying is, like, there's a lot more for you to go.
Yeah.
And I think if you don't fix it now.
Yeah. I will tell you this. The more times I attend going to church, it does give me that relief that I'm looking for.
Really?
And that's when I actually feel real peace. I have another trip coming up.
Oh.
So now I'm working on the clock to make sure that I can actually enjoy that vacation and not have to worry about it.
That's funny, bro. You're like, with all that being said, I'm leaving next week.
Literally earlier this week, I was super overwhelmed with school and, you know, like relationships and friends and all that stuff, and it just kind of felt like things were going wrong.
But what do you do to, like, find your way out, though?
I just remember that it won't last forever, and your mind has a lot of power over your emotions.
Yeah.
So if I say, oh, I'm stupid, I can't do school, I can't do this, I'm not going to pass calculus, oh, I have no friends, I'm telling myself that that's the truth, even though it's not.
I'm going to disagree with you just a little bit.
Okay.
The part about just being so hard on yourself, I am my biggest enemy. Mm-hmm. So I relate to you in that. Like, when things go wrong, I will say some of the worst things about myself to myself. There's not a single person that can say something worse about me than I haven't already said to myself. But acknowledging when you're like, okay, maybe I am done, I would disagree about agreeing with that and moving on from there, because the fact that you're able to pull yourself out is evidence that you're not.
Right, exactly. And it's just like, instead of fighting myself, because I'm my own worst enemy, and you can't convince me against it, so I'm just like, okay, so say that is the truth, then what are we going to do to make that not true?
You step outside of the emotion.
Yeah,
and
it's
you're
like I almost talk to myself the way that I would talk to someone else.
I think that's great that you're able to find that, because a lot of people, when things go wrong, it's like they forget every single good thing that's ever happened.
Exactly.
It's like they forget every testimony that they've broken through to be like, I did that. I did that. Like,
yeah, and I mean, I do too, which is why I just have to, like, remind myself, and I have to be like, you're great, and even though if I don't feel like it, I'm just like, you are great, and here are facts. Here are facts to prove that you are great and you are strong.
I don't know you, but from what you're telling me, I think you're going to do so many great things. I think you're going to continue to do great things, and I think your story and your mindset is going to help a lot of people.
It was nice to meet you. What's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel, I'm Liberty.
Yeah, that was fire. We got about 5 people so far, but everyone that sat down had like a strong conviction, and I think it's super special. So this is going a lot better than it did last time. We got one more person to get, and then we'll be able to get out of here. That's amazing. Y'all are cool.
Appreciate y'all.
I just want to say I don't really know what's to come of this. Right now, I'm fully surrendering creatively to God, and letting myself be guided, letting myself make mistakes, and letting myself try things, not letting fear dictate what I should and shouldn't try. All I know in my heart is I'm supposed to be with the people, and I'm supposed to be talking with the people. Just know you're watching somebody be transformed, and when it all clicks, it's going to be a beautiful thing.